Hi, what's going on? Okay, Rhonda Lee Page says, do you have a best way to edit phone pictures so they are a big enough size or quality to blow up for prints? Okay, so essentially, you need to understand that when you're printing, you want to have 300 pixels per inch. So a pixel is just one little dot of color, right? So if you have 300 in the size of 1 inch, then that's a good quality image. You know, if you have 100 pixels in an inch, that's not quite as good quality. You'll probably be able to see the pixels. But 300, for some reason, 300 pixels per inch, it counts as a clear, just crisp, clear, nice image. So on our DSLR, we have 5D Mark IIIs. They are, I think, maybe 6,000 pixels wide, the images that we get in the computer, something like 5,500 or 6,000 pixels wide. And so I don't know the exact math for that, but essentially what you're thinking is, okay, if every single inch is 300 pixels, then you can, let's say that your camera shoots 3,000 pixels wide, then that'll be, you can print that at 10 images wide, full quality. And if you want to make it bigger than that, that's fine, but you're just gonna see that slight degradation in quality. Now, if you blow it up to be, instead of 10 inches, 20 inches, you're going to start to see those pixels depending on how close you are to the image. But if you can just do simple math by looking at the pictures that you get, bring them onto your computer and right-click and click Properties if you're on Windows, or if you're on Mac, right-click it and click Get Info and search for the image, or all the information for the image. Find the size and do the math for how many inches can I print this image at full quality, 300 pixels per inch, and then from there you can decide whether you want to try to go a little bit bigger or whatever, if you're okay with losing a little bit of quality. But you can't necessarily edit your way out of that. If your camera takes a certain size of image, you can't edit that up to a higher quality. It is what it is. A pixel is just a block of color, so you can't make that 2 different blocks of color. It's not gonna scale up like that. You can't just make it as big as you want. So essentially, the main thought there is buy a different camera. If you need a bigger image, or if you find that when you print your images, they're not the quality that you want, you're gonna have to buy a different camera. You're gonna have to get a different camera, or just print your images smaller. But as long as you understand that math, then there's none of this other issues about, oh, I don't understand, why this isn't printing correctly or whatever. Just 300 pixels per inch. Either you got them or you don't. If you have an inch print, if you have a picture of something that's an inch wide, it better have 300 pixels. And if it doesn't, then it's not going to be as nice. If you have 150 pixels, okay, print it in an inch. That's fine. It's just not going to look as good. If you have an inch and it's just 1 pixel, all right, well, it's just going to be 1 block of color. If you have 2 pixels in that same inch, well, okay, now you have 2 pixels. If you have 4 pixels or 8, the more pixels you have is better. But once you hit 300 when you're printing, that's pretty damn good. And then you can just go up or down from there.